Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Aussie Farming in Philippines. Well, we've got all the timber, we've got the chickens. Bah! Mamba, what are you doing, old girl? Go on, go away. She's an old girl, she is. What we're going to be doing is making a milking stand. So we've got all the timber, we've got the plywood here. So I did want thicker, but it's all we could get here. That's it. They call it 10 mil. Like hell. Like hell. You know, like hell. You know, if that's the case, that's 20 mil, and that's not even 12 mil. So, but this is the Philippines. Life is better in the Philippines, guys. And you've got to remember, what you expect when you come here is not the same as when you live in your own fucking town, all right? Like, a lot of dumbasses think, oh, the Philippines, it's the same as the UK, only they're Asians and they speak a different language. Wrong. There's no roads fucking like the UK here. There's no gutters. There's no footpaths. There's no fucking... No. Everything is... You go to the hardware store, you say, oh, I want some quarter-inch ply or half-inch ply or 3/8 ply or fucking 5/8 ply. Not here, mate. No. And the same as the wood, you say you want 4x2. And what you get is 1.5 by maybe 3. Because it's all cut by chainsaw out in the bush, okay? It's into planks. And, of course... They don't measure it, and they just use the chainsaw. Guys are fucking crazy, I tell you. So they don't use a proper guide and actually put it through, you know, nothing like that. So you just got to live with it, guys, you know. They say life is better in the Philippines. Well, where the fuck do you live? So whatever you've got to work with, and that's it. You know, you can look on the YouTube, and I can find some plans on building a goat milking bay, and I'll say, oh, you need 4 foot by 2 foot, and you cut your 4 foot long ones, and the other ones are going to be 17 and 5/8 inches. Well, here you can't do that because you don't know how thick the wood is. So you just got to put your 4 footers out and then measure each one separately that you're going to put across through the centre. So you can put your 4 footers down through here, no problem, your 4 footers, but these are not going to be, you know, like 16.5 inches long because your timber's all different. So you just got to wing it by ear. But you can do it, it's not fucking hard, it's not rocket science. Like, fuck me, you know, we don't fail on the Aussie farm. I'm going to get into it. Right, so first I'm going to cut the 4 foot lengths. I need 4 of these. That's going to be two are going to be for the front stock to hold up. This will hold up the front stock, and the goat will stick its head in through this way. And 2 will be the actual length of the box itself that they're going to be standing on. So first I've got to cut is 4 4-foot longs. Right, so I've got the hind legs, I've got the front legs, I've got the 4 foot side that's going to run down. I can't cut the cross members yet until I've got all this in place, if you don't know what it's going to be. So now this is the 4 foot by 4 foot, cut this in half, and I'll put 2 pieces of timber up underneath to hold him up, like so. Whoa, come on baby. Baby, baby, oh my baby. Just like that. I'll put another piece on this side, and I'll just run the battery saw straight up through the guts of him. Right, so here we got the framework. So it ended up being 21 inches wide on the inside, 24 inches on the outside. Yes, I know it doesn't add up, but that's the way it is. The size of the wood in the Philippines. But this is really hard wood, so I asked them for the harder stuff. And the hard stuff with the coconut tree is the bottom of the tree, guys. All that weight is pushing down and is compressing this timber. Now that weighs a ton, and that would be 2 times the strength heavier, 2 times heavier than the top of the tree. The top of the tree, you'll find it's a real whitish coloured wood, and it's really light. If they try to sell you that, just tell them to fuck off. You know, you say, look, don't do this to me, mate. I want the proper stuff. Okay, they'll try it. I know they did when I first got here, didn't know the difference. And I get back and I've got this wood that I can wobble like a bloody, what the hell is that, you know? So always go in the darker the wood, okay, the harder it is. All right, see how dark this is? Nice and dark. So that's what you want to go for, guys. So I said this one's going to be solid. So what I'm going to do, I've got the 3-inch nail gun out. This is actually a cement nail gun, but I've got 3-inch ones. You can't buy them here in, this you can buy in the Philippines, but you can't buy fucking nails for it. Don't ask me, don't even go there. Don't even fucking go there. So my last trip to Thailand, I brought a couple of boxes of these, and I've only got 2 strips like this left. That's all I've got. So I only use them for very, very special circumstances. So what I'll do is I'm going to put an air nail gun. I'm going to nail this frame together. Then I'm going to be actually putting all the big screws in it that I got from Andreas Martin. So it'll be pre-drilled first, and then all these screws will go into it. But first, just to hold it together, I'm going to hit it with the nail gun. Right, so pre-drilled it first. Now I'm going to put one of these big buggers in, and these come with their own little screw thing. Thingy-me-jiggy, dooby-dacky, dicky-dicky-dacky. Thingy-me-jiggy. In. So I'll do each one separately because I want this to be rock hard. Look at that. Look at that. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, I've got to get on to the rest of it, guys. So, I tell you, I'm pretty sure it's going to turn out alright this time. Not that it didn't last time, because I never made one before. Okay, so I've got all this done. Yeah, so this is all done. So it's an air nail 3" in the middle to hold it into place. And I've got 2 of these countersunken in. So this is all Mickey Mouse now. So I'm going to put the plywood board onto the top of that. Then I can turn it over and install the legs. Big ones at the front, which is going to be the locking head. And the smaller ones at the rear, which are going to be the rear legs. Okay, so that's all the top nailed on nicely all the way around. I didn't go where the screws were here, so I've gone either side of those and joined them up through here. So this is a nice base. I like to get a nice rubber mat or something like that to put onto here. So next time we're in at City Hardware, I'll see what mats are available. Because this is supposed to be marine pry, but I really don't put my trust into it actually, you know, seriously. But let's get the legs on. Right, back legs done. Solid. So they're nailed and drilled and screwed. Right, so what I've got to do now, I'm going to unbolt the saw off of here. So I've got to get this put up here onto here so that the legs can go through here and only hang 16 inches below the bottom on that side. And that's going to be a rail that we're going to look at a locking mechanism in. So I'll get all this unscrewed now and let's get it up there. Right, so behind legs are on. Now I'm doing the front legs and also the support bar here. So what I'm doing with this one, I'll just put one air nail in through here just to hold it. So then I can actually square it up and finish it off with the screws. So I've moved it over from the side because there's that many screws going in here for this one here. I want to get a bit of meat. So I've actually moved it across just 1.25 inches across to here. So I'll square this up now, then I'll be able to screw this one on and be able to turn him up the right way. Okay guys, so the legs are on. Now, smoko time, coffee, cake time. So all I have to do now is put in the supports. I've got to put some angle supports in here, cut off 45 degrees. Put them on in here and then in here on the front as well. And then it'll be nice and solid, the legs. Then I can turn it over and finish the rest of it. That will have these type. They'll be all smoothed down, of course, so don't worry about that. Don't you worry about that, Charlie Brown. So this will be bolted into here and the bottom can swing over. There'll be 2 of those situated in here. Oh, where's the camera? Just like so. So one will be fixed and one will be swinging. So that's roughly the idea, guys, what it's going to be looking like. Right, so what I'm putting in now is the side support. So these are 1 foot long, 45-degree angle. And they'll sit nice and tight along here and along here like so. They will fit beautiful. So nice strong legs. You can even put some across here if I need. You know, like we've got plenty of wood, plenty of screws, plenty of time. So, you know, why not? Then we'll do the front ones as well. They'll be virtually the same type of thing. Like, yeah, but I'll make them a bit bigger. These are 1 foot long, so make these about 1.5 foot. So it's got good strength on it. Right, let's screw and drill. Very hard wood, guys, I tell you. Very hard wood. Lovely. Okay. Let's keep going. Tell you, it's bloody good having these saws, guys, because it's dead flat, and if you keep the angle right, you keep the wood flat, you're going to get a good 45-degree cut. Very good 45-degree. And look at this. Absolutely spooftageous. I tell you, this thing will last 100 years. It'll certainly last me out. Right, so I just got Chick out to give me a hand to flip it before I go in for lunch. So I've got supports running on the sides, all the way on the sides here. Supports on the side here, front as well, and up in through here and here. So it'll go pretty solid. So what I'll do, I got to plane all these down, make them round this so they don't hurt their neck when she puts them through on two sides. So this one will be put into place and screwed in. This one here, they'll be screwed into place. There'll be two boards running across the top here, and this one here, I said, will be the movable one. This one here. So this one will be bolted on the bottom. So she puts her head through, then you move it across, just like that. So the bottom will have a big coach bolt through it with washers. So she puts her head in and clunk, and it'll lock into place. And it's quite easy. I'll show you the locks later on. But that's what it's going to look like, guys. But for now, it's lunchtime. I'm going to have a break and come back to you. But it's turning out quite bloody good, I tell you. Quite good. Well, guys, sorry, this is as far as we got today. The goats took up more time than I thought this afternoon with all the babies. 10 babies to look after. So tomorrow we'll do part 2 on this one. Like I said, they'll be securing this one into place, putting a sliding rail one on here, and a couple of boards across the top, and a feed tray on the bottom here. So that'll be part 2 tomorrow. I was hoping to get it all done today, but the baby goats, 10 baby goats, took too much out of me. Alright guys, we're going to pack up. Thanks for watching. Please share, subscribe and like and all that type of stuff. And part 2 tomorrow on the goat milking stand thingy-majiggy bale. Fat dog? Fat dog. It's wood, dickhead.